Shalom, shalom, Akim. Peace, love, and salutation to all the sincere Akim and the hopeful elect. Today's video is going to be about a personal testimony that I experienced about a month ago. It's going to be a two-part video, but hopefully I don't drag it too long. The first part is just a testimony of what happened that day to me. And the second part will be about the celestial body. I was able to catch what I believe to be a celestial body. I was able to catch a footage of this body on my iPhone, right? So before we get started, I want to give all praises, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders to GMS who are speaking and teaching this truth across the four corners of the world to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indigenous of the Americas, and the speckled bird that are amongst those other nations that look like those from those other nations, but their lineage goes back to Jacob as well. Okay, so let's get started here. I'm going to start here with the scripture to kind of help me get in the flow of things in the spirit, right? I'm going to start with here, 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among ye seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Right? So this scripture, straight to the point, whoever thinks himself in this world to be somebody very smart and pretty much a know-it-all, right? Let him become a fool is what Yahweh was saying, right? You have to humble yourself and become a fool for this truth. And that's what all the men of the Lord do, right? Day in, day out. And that's what my testimony is today, that he may be wise. So by placing yourself in a humble meekness fashion, you will be wise in Yahweh Bahashim's eyes and his eyes, right? Let's continue reading. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Right? So, again, this video is about that itself, about humbling yourself and speaking out. That's why I'm coming out with this testimony. This is not of my character. This is all for the elect, and this is for the brothers that are seeking the truth. And Lord willing, this is a tremendous faith booster, which I believe in my heart it will be, Lord willing. But it was definitely a faith booster for myself of what I was able to capture on my camera. But I'm going to share what happened to me right before I was able to catch that footage within minutes. And that's what my testimony is going to be about, right? Let's start here at let's go to here to Jeremiah 19 and 8. And I will make this city desolate and a hissing. Everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished and hiss because of all the plagues thereof. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straightness. And we could look up this word straightness means to oppress, of his friend in the siege and straightness, and the siege and oppressedness, whether with their enemies, and they that seek their lives shall straighten them, and they that seek their lives shall oppress them. Right? And we could look it up real quick. Straighten. Let's look it up right here. Shall straighten. To suk in the Hebrew. And here we go. To constrain, press, bring to straighten, oppress. Right? And that's what's been happening to us for a long time. And this oppression is going to become worse and worse when Jacob's trouble. I believe we're getting real close to Jacob's trouble, and it's going to be um, way beyond what you expected, what you've ever experienced. And with that scripture is bringing me to think about my situation that happened that day. It was on a Saturday afternoon, and I was just talking to a young brother, just kind of bringing him into the truth, little by little. And that day, the topic was about chariots. If you knew anything about chariots, and of course he didn't. I had told him a couple things, letting him know what his biblical nationality is. This young brother's from the tribe of Judah, and just new to the truth. And we were on that topic on the chariots, and I told him it's what the world calls or considers UFOs. So I was talking to him, and once we got done talking for a good minute, he had to leave, and I had to leave as well. I was very tired and hungry. So when he left, I was, when I say I was hungry, I mean I was starving, and I was tired. I hadn't ate all day, and I hadn't been in the gym because sometimes I'll go to the gym early in the morning, do some exercises. And anyways, man, I've been hungry before, but I felt like this time was just intensified times 10. And uh, I was very sleepy as well. So when he left, I was in my chair and going in and out of sleep. And I just remember being so hungry. And because I hadn't ate all day, I didn't eat breakfast or anything. So I grabbed my glass bowl, which was a chicken and some potatoes or whatever leftovers, and then I put it in the microwave. And when you're very hungry, I'm sure it's happened to a lot of us, and tired, you're not really thinking, right? You might even be hangry, is what they call it, but you're not in your right state of mind. You could accidentally spill things, for instance. So I just put the bowl, which was of glass, made out of glass, put it in the microwave, and I think I warmed it up real quick for a minute. It was kind of still cold. I was desperate and hungry, wanted to hurry up. I put it again in the microwave. I think I did the dumb mistake and put it for like 4 minutes, I think is what it was. Because again, when you are not in the right state of mind, when you're very hungry and tired, you will be clumsy. You will do things you normally wouldn't do. So I put this food in the microwave for 4 minutes. And as I'm waiting for it, sitting in my chair, I'm falling in and out of sleep on my chair, and I hear some like crackling sound. Of course, my dumbass put it for 4 minutes, and the bowls. I finally got conscious of what the hell was happening, that noise, and as I was coming in out of sleep, and I hear the popping, blop blop, on the microwave, and I was like, oh shit! I get up, it's the damn bowl cracking. So I go get up real quick. I go in the microwave. I grab my bowl, and I just start eating. Just because I was so damn desperate and hungry. I just start eating, and little do I know that this glass had been cracked a little bit on the sides. Again, I wasn't really aware. I'm just so hungry. I just want to eat this thing. And as I'm eating some of the chicken or potato, I start chewing, and I feel like as I'm chewing, I feel like the small little pieces of real small though of glass that I'm chewing as I'm eating my food, and I feel that as I'm crunching, I could feel the little small fibers, I guess, of glass that had kind of chipped in my bowl, and I freak out and I spit at the trash can that was next to the microwave. I spit the food out instantly. I freak out. I'm aware of what the hell's going on. And then I start getting worried. I was like, oh shit, man, I'm that damn hungry and tired. I'm here about to damn eat some damn glass, man. The hell's wrong with me? And as I spit it out, I'm like, I get this feeling of this spiritual conviction, I guess is the appropriate word. I start getting really, all of a sudden, man, really, really, really sad out of nowhere, man. Because I start thinking about scripture, and I start thinking about, damn, man, how desperate and hungry was I? I'm not even noticing what the hell I'm doing. What if I would have ate glass, the little bit of fiber? Maybe, hopefully, I didn't accidentally chew on some glass, man. I'm freaking out, man. Damn, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm just imagining little pieces of glass going down my organs, man. I could freaking die like an idiot. But this spiritual conviction came on me, and I was like, man, I'm just feeling sad all of a sudden, like really, really sad, and just feeling stupid, sad, and then this spiritual conviction hit me, like started thinking about some of the scriptures in the Bible where how people are in Jacob's trouble going to be suffering from hunger and famine, all this crazy stuff. And I think it's here. I found it. Jeremiah 19 and 9. Let's just go to 19 and 9. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness, whether with their enemies, and they that seek their lives shall straighten them. And again, we read that earlier. Straighten, we looked it up, means to oppress, right? So we have no clue how crazy it really is going to be, because a lot of us really never experienced that type of hunger or tiredness. And I'm letting you know right now, I've experienced it before, but that day, for some reason, I experienced it, Slakia, at a just another level for some reason. And I guess it's just me thinking about this scripture got me sad, and thinking, I was like, man, thinking about how it's going to be in Jacob's trouble. And I go into a real intimate personal prayer with the Most High, and I get on my knees, man. And again, this is not like me. I'm not an open book like I've never been. But for the sake of the elect, for the sake of for the Akim out there that are coming into this truth, I will do this. I will look like a fool to the world for my brothers, right? To feed the sheep as the Lord wanted me to do, right? So I believe it was here, right? 1 Corinthians 3:18. So I was on my knees praying, and the spiritual conviction came on me, and I was sad, and just got just very sad, man. Straight up just crying on my knees, like, I don't know why this happened or what's going on. I'm just very sad, man. And I was just praying for forgiveness, you know, because as I've been coming into this truth a little while ago, I've been doing some work, but I feel like the Most High have been pushing me to do a little bit more, and a lot of insecurities were vexing me per se, hitting my spirits. It was just unbearable every day, just in my mind thinking, I got to do this, I got to do, but again, the insecurities of the fears of whatever it may be, just pushing things to the side. And I had done some work, but I felt like the Most High wanted me to go to that next, just catapult me a little bit more. Let's just say that, right? So, uh, and that is what happened, And as I got done with the prayer and everything, at that point, I'm not even hungry anymore, man. I'm freaking out. I just want to get home. You know what I mean? I put my stuff away. I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat no more, man. I just put on that food. I think I threw it away with the bowl and everything, man. Mind you, I was super damn hungry and tired. I hadn't ate all day, which brings to the point how important fasting is, because before that, I'll be honest, I hadn't really fasted, since I've been this truth. I've been praying and doing other stuff, but I realized how important that's going to be in Jacob's trouble. And that's why I'm speaking on it today. And Lord willing, this is going to be edifying for a lot of us, right? So I decided to go home, grab my stuff. And as I'm going home, you know, I get in my car, which is parked pretty close to my office, is where I was at. Uh, I have a tendency to look up at the heavens always, especially when I'm praying or I pray outdoors. I have always a tendency to always look up at the heavens, man. And I'm I have my bags and everything on my arm, and I look up at the heavens. I just got done with this really intimate prayer with the Most High, man, on my knees crying. One of those type of prayers. I'm sure a lot of you brothers have had similar ones. Um, and I look up at the sky in the heavens, and I'm like, Lord, just work with me, Lord. Just please, you know, forgive me for anything I have done, and just work with me. I promise I'm gonna I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get going. Just please, just begging, please work with me. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, Lord. And I grabbed my stuff and I just stare up there. I was just looking for about a minute or so, and then I'm just, thinking in my head, talking to the Lord, in your own brain, you know. And I grab my stuff and I go to put away my stuff in the car. And as I'm putting stuff away in my car, I look on the corner of my eye, and I go to look, and it's like some what seemed to be from the corner of my eye, like some birds, some just regular black birds flying around the tree. But it caught my attention, and the Spirit told me to be curious and go look. As I'm putting the stuff in my car, um, I go look real quick. I put the stuff in the car, and when I go look, what caught my attention was these black flying things that were flying around that I thought were birds at first, But out of curiosity, it caught my eye because the way they were moving was not like regular birds. The birds do not move the way these, what I believe were celestial bodies. Now as I studied the video and everything, I later found out that it was celestial bodies I was looking at. But like I said at the beginning, I thought they were birds. But the way they were moving, they were just not the normal thing that birds do. They were just defying gravity, the way they were moving, 45 degrees angles, extremely fast, circular motions that birds don't do, just very weird. And when I'm looking at up there, I stared looking at the heavens at these celestial bodies, and then one of them just stops in midair and just kind of just looking down at me. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like here. Now, keep in mind this: what I'm about to show you. This is a screenshot off my video camera, but I am going to show you the actual video footage, real time, of how they were flying everything. Right, but right now I'm gonna show you the still photo, and this is it right here. So this is of the what I believe to be a celestial body flying, obviously at a parallel to the ground, side view. But when I first saw it, the very first celestial body that I saw was in a vertical position, not like this. It was vertical, up and down, and this is kind of left to right here. I'm going to show you. Let me see if I could move the picture. There you go. The very first one that I saw was vertical as I went back to look at the heavens. And you could tell it's still tilted at a little bit of an angle, not really looking straight at me. But because this is a footage of the camera of it flying around other spots. The very first one, I was not able to catch that. That was completely vertical. I mean, super straight. And it had the two things right here on the side. I don't want to use any words of my own because I don't want to put any biased thoughts into your brain, right? But as you can see, these two things that are sticking out on the side, the celestial body was straight up and down, had one on the left, one on the right, and then it was completely still in midair, man. It wouldn't move. It was just right there like that. And it stayed there for a good, felt like 5 minutes. It might have been 2 minutes. And I was stunned, man. I was like a deer stuck on headlights. And I normally am. I don't get that way, man. I react. I never seen nothing like this in my life. I'm just stuck, man. Just unbelievable. Just stuck in shock. All types of emotions were going through me, man. But the very first image of him just completely in mid-air, just still there. There's nothing in this world that does that. Nothing just stays in the middle of the air like that for 2-3 minutes, man. It had the two things on the side, and then it had two other ones on the bottom. So I had these two, this left one, right, and I had another one on the left and one on the right, but it was like flickering. It would like appear, the ones in the bottom, and then not appear. As if I don't know, I'm just speculating, if it was flapping, maybe to stay still in the midair. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. All I could tell you is this celestial body was straight up, the left hand and the left arm on the right side, which appears like something that you know what it appears like. All right, okay, you know damn well this is not no damn bird. Look how long this torso is. And you can see here, this is not an arm. This is like a wing of some sort. And another one here on the right-hand side. So there was two other ones, one on the bottom here and the other one here. And Finally, like after a couple seconds, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Let me hurry up and grab my iPhone. But I was just marveled, man. I was just all types of emotions, like surprise, happy. I'm saying, Shalom, 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 you know. Uh, I knew in my heart, man, it was a celestial body, man. You know what I mean? And I was just amazed, man, of what this celestial body just did and showed me. And I go real quick to pull out my camera. Mind you, you know, now I'm more trained. I pull out the camera quick. I got an iPhone 13. I hit what I to record the video out of desperation, real quick, and I did not. I think I didn't record it because I thought I pressed it and it just I wasn't able to catch that first one that was completely still vertical like this, like I'm showing you. And on top of that, as I was recording later, once I figured out that I didn't record the first one, that flew away, and I was so pissed because I pressed. I think I tried to take a picture, but it already just zoop, just zipped out, man, and I didn't get a chance to get it. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, man. The spirit told me, hey, just he might pop up again. One of them might, because you think they're zipping, man, left and right. It might pop up again. Let me just be ready. I finally press record. I put up, the camera up to the heavens. And mind you, this was like in the daytime, as you can see how dark it is. These bodies fly by so quick, man. You can't see them. You cannot see them. So that goes to show how fast they're going. It was the afternoon on a Saturday, you know. And from me studying my video, which I'm going to show you here once I get done with this first part, uh, I'm going to show you frame by frame, second by second, every second, fractions of a second, how it's zipping through left and right all over the place, doing circular movements. And but when I recorded again, it's not like I pull out my camera every time quick. I'm sure you guys are aware that when you pull out your camera, if you're not, I'm letting you know right now. If you ever run into a situation, make sure as soon as you pull it out, you have to zoom it in first because your camera naturally is going to have a further perception. It might have happened to some of you guys already, maybe. So when I recorded, yeah, I was able to record, but it was far away because I didn't zoom in. Obviously, if you zoom in too close to, you lose the quality. It gets blurry. So I wasn't able to get such a good zoomed in version because again, all this is happening quick, man. Right? But again, this is the real motion where I was able to catch it going sideways, flying like that. Okay, now I'm going to shut this part off and I'm going to show you on the second part of the video because the frames within the video phone, you could literally go with the toggle of your finger, you could literally go second by second. And it's hard to do that for some reason on the laptops. So I found it way easier to go, and that's how I was able to go frame by frame, second by second on my iPhone, and be able to catch uh, a better visual, zoom it in, and take screenshots. As you see this one right here. Look at it right there. Okay. So, anyways, I'm about to go